What's up, legends? I know we've just released an ICBM automaton video, but I wanted to help out this major order by explaining to you guys how to easily complete what is regarded as the hardest mission in the game, the evacuate personnel mission, completely solo. I can oftentimes pull this off without even dying, which should tell you how effective this simple strategy is going to be. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. So we're going to be going here, of course, into the severing sector, into Ubane, which is currently the major order. Let's look here for the mission. So we've got one on this one, retrieve essential personnel. So we're going to be going in here, and for stratagems, we're mostly going to be bringing in non-lethal stratagems, as we're actually not going to be fighting that much, as you will see here in a second. So we're going to bring here Eagle Smoke Strike, Orbital Smoke Strike. We also want a EMS mortar and a jump pack for mobility, as well as stamina enhancement, because we're constantly going to be on the move on this one. So a lot of people try to complete this. When they try to complete this solo, they try to take as many fights as they can. You know, they try to fight it off, which is what it looks like you should be doing, but yeah, that's not really going to be the best strategy to do so. So what we're going to be doing here, as soon as we spawn, we just call in the jump pack, and it's time to get our hands dirty. We're going to be opening here as many shuttles as we can before the first bot drop arrives. Let me grab here the jump pack. We're going to be going here. Usually we should be able to open here about 3 to maybe 4 of these before the bot drop arrives. Let's see how many we can get. We're up to 3. The bot drops are arriving. I'll try here to call the 4th one before we get out of dodge, but yeah, they might end up killing my little personnel. Let's see if we can hold them back here. Be throwing here a couple of stun grenades. By the way, I should have mentioned I'm also bringing in a couple of stun grenades, which is going to be very, very useful. Yeah, those 3 personnel there should be good to go. But now what we're going to be doing is, as the bot drops are arriving, we're just going to run away. That is pretty much going to be our move. So essentially, what we're going to be doing here in this game is we're going to be running in there. We're going to be releasing the staff. As you can see, we already got 11 staff safe. We're going to be opening as many as we can, and as soon as the reinforcements start to arrive, we're going to be running away. So that we bait the bots that have arrived into the main objective. We'll kind of force them to chase us out of the main objective, so they'll be leaving the main objective completely empty for us when we go back. Just grabbing here a couple of samples. So here what we're doing is we're waiting for another bot drop reinforcement. In case you did not know, in this okay, I did not see that mine. I did not see that mine. All right, basically what happens in in this mission is I was too distracted speaking there. The bot drops, they come every few minutes. I don't know how long it is. 2 minutes about like every 2 minutes they keep respawning. And when the bot drop spawns, right, you don't need to be detected. It'll simply spawn wherever you are in the map. So wherever it spawn, the bot drops will go to that place. So since I was at that point of interest there, south of the main objective, the bot drops reinforcements are gonna be going to spawn there on that point of interest, and not here on this main objective. So this main objective should be somewhat clear here as we come back. As we can see, it kind of is. That's one. Okay, we got a group of bots here, so probably these ones didn't chase us out as we wanted to, but we should be able to make quick work of them. Scorcher is amazing, by the way. Scorcher and stun grenades, amazing combination for dealing with automatons. So this isn't ideal. So I'm gonna be showing you what to do in case this happens, right? So I was able to call in this shuttle at least once. I'm gonna go ahead and try to call it again. And I'm kind of gonna try to force it here a little bit. Maybe try to call in the other personnel from that other shuttle. You know what? Maybe it won't work, right? So about 2 minutes later, another reinforcement is coming in. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be getting out of Dodge once again. We're gonna be returning pretty much to that point of interest that we were, completely off of this main objective. So I'm shooting here at these Hulks, essentially just to bait them to chase me down. It's not really intended to kill anybody. Essentially, I'm just shooting them, kind of calling their attention, so they actually come to chase me out and actually leave the main objective alone. I didn't do that effectively on the first go, which is why there were still so many bots chilling there, but this one should be a little bit better. So what we're gonna do here is we've just left the main objective once again. Now we're gonna be waiting for the next bot drop. We're gonna be waiting for the next reinforcement. I'm gonna be making sure here so I don't step on another mine. But right now, we're just kind of chilling. We're kind of waiting for the reinforcements to come again. Chilling here, bots. Randomly, there's not really much of a purpose here. Resupply so we get a couple more grenades. Gonna get out of here since there's a little bit too many Hulks. Still waiting for that reinforcement. Right now we're just mostly concerned of staying away from the main objective and staying alive, of course. So okay, so now the bot drop is gonna spawn right there in that location when the reinforcement triggered. Gonna be smoking in here, and I'm going to be charging right back into the main objective, and it should be once again at least somewhat clear for us to call in for a couple of scientists. Oh, got ragdolled there. Yeah, so oftentimes you may not get a completely empty main objective area here, but this is good enough. We're already up to 17. We had a slow start there because the first reset we did not quite work out. Probably because I didn't go far enough and I also didn't bait them properly. But let's see how many hostages we can save here. Bot drops, as you can see there, they're still arriving pretty far away. Pretty much where I was when it was called in. So we should still be able to get here. Maybe another group of personnel. Currently up. Let me see if I can cover these little guys up. That should maybe do it. Those guys are actually quite tough, by the way. They can actually take quite a bit of shots. We'll be opening a couple more here. We're not too concerned about another reinforcement being called in, but if you want to be extra careful, what you can do is you can leave this place before the reinforcement gets called in. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually kind of letting the reinforcement be called in while I'm still in here. Go ahead and open this one more time. Now, once again, the reinforcements are being called in this main objective. I'm just gonna open these up, but then I am out of here. Probably these personnel here are not gonna make it, but you never know. They might. We're up to 38 already out of 60, so it's not looking too bad. Yeah, they're not gonna make it in. But that's okay. Not a big deal. As you can see, there is a fucking army of automatons there. So once again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run out, make them kind of one. Ooh, holy shit! That went really far. All right, so hopefully they're gonna be chasing us out again. And once again, we're gonna be putting a lot of distance between us and the main objective. Ideally, probably didn't do it as well as I could have, but ideally what you actually want to be really far away from the main objective when the reinforcement gets called, so that they can't make their way back to the main objective. So let me show you here a good example, yeah? I'm gonna go pretty much as far away as I can. There you go, there's a reinforcement call. As soon as it's called, run back. Pretty much from this point that it's called, you got about 2 minutes before the next one gets called. As we can kind of tell here from the bullet tracers, there's still a couple of automatons that have us on their sights. So what I'm actually going to be doing here is I'm going to be hugging the beach, and I'm going to be making my way around into the main objective just to buy us a little bit more time. As you can see, they kind of see us. But now they're going to chase us to the beach, and we're actually going to be running in the objective. So it may look a little bit complicated, but pretty much simplifying, all we're doing is we spawn in, open as many doors as we can, run away when reinforcements are called. We run really far away until reinforcements is called on us again, and then we run back, rinse and repeat. Okay, that's pretty much the entire strategy to make this so-called hardest mission actually look quite easy. And play quite easy as well. Sadly, you cannot really fight the forces back. The reinforcements are simply far too often for a solo player to handle without using movement to their advantage. As a group, you can easily fight it off, but as a solo player, your feet is your best friend, not your aim. We're already up to 44. I think one more goal here and we should be good to go. We try here to call as many as we can. I'm gonna hit these guys with the grenades so they don't kill my scientists. I never know if they're scientists or not. I just call them scientists, but I'll be calling this one, and once again, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Gonna be running back to that supply box, resupply that I left on that point of interest. Once again, confusing the bots. Once you understand that the automatons are actually pretty dumb robots, things get a little bit easier. They're pretty dumb, deaf and blind as well. You can kind of just hide right in front of them and they don't really see you. Alright, so once again, what we're doing, just running away from the main objective. Once reinforcement is called, we make our way back. Here I'm just fighting just for the fuck of it. There's really not much of a purpose for doing what I'm doing here. Looking for, I don't know, maybe some samples, maybe some metals. We got 2 minutes, but we're not worried. I'm used to the timer. I know we're still gonna make this one. Reinforcement is being called into my location once again, so we run back to the objective. As you can see, all these drop ships, they're dropping bots in my current location and rather not on the main objective. We got 7 scientists to go. Couple rocket devastators. Get rid of these guys so they don't get a funny rocket. Oh, he almost did. Get a 21 shot rocket on me. Don't want to have to deal with that. Stun grenade there just in case. 7 more to go. I'm throwing EMS mortar sentry. Maybe it can help me out here a little bit. That should about do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to open one last one just to make sure it goes through. Bots are coming in pretty heavily, but we should be good to go. If we didn't mess up that first go, this would have been done even faster. But there goes the mission. Last scientist should be running in now. There is the mission. Pretty easy. Using movement to our advantage. Just constantly baiting bots to kind of chase us down. Running away, waiting for reinforcements. Once the reinforcements are called in, we then run back to the main objective. So what I'm doing here, I just want to show you guys also how to very easily extract. Okay, I could go and call in for that extraction, but if you want to make this extraction extra easy, what you can do is just kind of run away from the extraction point. Same idea, right? Run away from the extraction point, wait for the timer to run down, and then we're going to be making our way back. And that way, we can not only win the mission very safely, but also extract very safely as well, in case you actually go for metals as well. Or not, sorry, not metals, samples. Right? Pick up here a couple of samples. You know, like perhaps in between each reinforcement wave, if you run to a point of interest and grab a couple of samples, you can also extract quite a handful of samples by doing this mission. And usually, okay, so it's not clear, not ideal. Probably the reason why it's not very clear is we didn't put enough distance between us and the extraction point, and that's my fault. But the good news is you can still do that. Even if you didn't do it at first, I can still do it right here. I can still go and put a lot of distance between me and the extraction point, and those bots will just walk out of the extraction point, leaving it rather free for me to run back. And that is pretty much the strategy for winning the evacuate personnel mission completely solo without that much of a hard time. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos just showing gameplay of this, but I didn't quite see anybody explaining how to do it, so I figured you might as well do it. Since I saw the major order, I figured, yeah, this is like the perfect time to go ahead and show how to do this. So this is how to do just that.
My life for Super Earth.
And the timing should be about good for us to extract. Ooh, that's a lot of bots. A couple of stun grenades to hold them back. Oh. And there goes the mission. Easy done. Oh, my character's stuck. What the hell? So yeah, that is the hardest mission in the game, made easy. Hopefully that can help some of you solo Helldivers out there complete these missions with a little bit more ease, as these missions can be very easy if you just use movement to your advantage. The other thing you can do, of course, is play with a group, and that is also extremely easy. Just have everybody just gun shit down as they enter the main objective. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be catching you Helldivers on the next one. Peace.